Good morning, Rams fans. I am Sheriff Joe Bags. This is Tuna and the Sheriff. Tuna is restarting his computer right now, so he'll be right with us here shortly. But we are diving into, we're getting there, man. The Rams taking on the Panthers this week, so we'll be talking about it. So we're fired up about that, obviously, as the 9-2 number 1 seed Los Angeles Rams taking on the Carolina Panthers this week. And make no mistake about it, right? Like, Rams should probably win this football game, all right? We are looking like a better football team than the Carolina Panthers. But make no mistake, man, you think the Carolina Panthers, who are also fighting for a playoff spot right now, that they wouldn't love to have that on their resume? They beat the Rams, man. So that's where my brain's at, is that obviously this is a game where the Rams should go in and win this one. But there's just that little tag in my brain that's like, yeah, but like the Panthers are also a football team. And anytime two football teams meet, either of them can win. Those are kind of the rules, right? So underrated too, before Tuna gets in here, the coaching staff, first of all, plenty of former Super Bowl champions on the Carolina Panthers squad. But I was looking through their coaching staff, and I thought it was rather cool that Ejiro Evero is on the coaching staff. He is the defensive coordinator, so that's awesome. Love that. But what I also noticed was former Rams linebacker Darren Bates is the assistant special teams coordinator of the Carolina Panthers. I thought that was awesome. He was the one that kind of like he did that jump over the line to block a kick. And then Seattle did, and everybody's like, "What? This is crazy." He's like, "Dude, Darren Bates did that 5 weeks ago. What are you talking about, man?" So, Tuna is now restarted, and here, you feeling booted and ready to roll, Tuna? No, because you're silent. Hell yeah! All right, that's a hot start, man. When Tuna can talk, he will. I promise. We have some questions coming in here. Why did McVay leave starters in so long? Because it's the regular season, man. We'll pull this one up. I don't know if that was really that odd. I'll be honest. And also he kind of mentioned it, like there was a chance that that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to get some action, but so we weren't going to put Stafford into danger anyway. It was largely going to be run plays. So I don't know, man. I'm actually not on that train that like we should have done that. Because also we came out fine, so I don't know. No harm, no foul, right? Yeah, shout out Dallas. Appreciate y'all. That's cool. That's the extent of my Dallas support, though, is like, hey, shout out. That was a good one, guys. They appreciate you for that one. Anyway, moving on. That's kind of how I feel about that. Good question here too, though. Would have been a good opportunity to see what Jarquez Hunter. Yeah, he was inactive though, so no pads, no action, dude. Those are the rules. So, yeah, coulda, but they didn't. I don't know, man. You're not going to get me to say that, like, yeah, we absolutely should have pulled our starters because it was fine. We were totally good. Yeah, I mean, I get it. We were beating them up and stuff like that, and I don't know. I'm not surprised, mad, confused at anything that the Rams didn't pull their starters in that game. It's a regular season game. What's up, Tuna?
Good morning.
Hey, there you are.
I love technology.
Yeah, dude, it's so good and works so well every time.
Yeah, it is a little frustrating, but we're here. Good morning. What did I miss? Those first 4 minutes.
Just talking about that. Darren Bates, Rams legend. Darren Bates was the one. He's a assistant special teams coordinator of the Panthers. He was the one that actually jumped over the line to block a kick for the first time. And then when Seattle did it, that's when everybody lost their mind. And then we've got comments in here. Somebody's mad that we didn't pull our starters, but I'm trying to tell them it's fine.
Oh yeah, I actually initially said that when there was like 6 minutes left. I'm like, can we just take a knee, put Jimmy in, take a knee.
I don't care, because like also that's the thing is like Matthew is fine. It's not like he got blasted and he's not going to play anymore. It's like yeah. I mean, hindsight's 2020, man. We were fine, so I don't understand retroactively going back to the game of like we should have pulled our starters because we came out fine. I understand if we got hurt, then like it's like, yeah, we should have pulled our starters. Yeah. And I could be sitting here saying like, yeah, maybe we should have, but no harm, no foul.
No, I totally understand that. But yeah, Carolina Panthers.
Sure.
They don't look that great.
No, they don't. But I was also saying that like there's a game Carolina Panthers scheduled, who, by the way, are just like half a game behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for lead of that division. So they are in the thick of a playoff race. They want to play more football past week 18 for sure. And if they want to do that, winning against the Rams in the early slot in a week 13, a game where the Rams could drop it and we're technically still fine. I'm not saying it's like we want to do that or anything, but to add that to the resume of the Carolina Panthers, I think they would be thrilled to put up a dub this weekend.
Yeah, no, you can't take any team lightly. I think the Rams can win every single game the rest of their schedule, even a week 18 if needed. Yeah. Do I think every team is just going to roll over and are they going to blow them out 40-0? No. You could absolutely get into a low scoring affair where for some reason the Panthers defense steps up and the Rams win 20-19 or something really close this week. I have the infographics, I have the stuff up on how the Panthers did, but like you said, they're in the middle of a playoff race themselves. Somehow, some way, the Panthers find themselves in position. Like if you told me a month ago they'd be competing with the Buccaneers, who look like Baker Mayfield was going to be competing for MVP before their injuries, I would have said you were crazy. But you got a young team. Can they put it together? I don't think they have the talent to do it, but they're going to come in motivated no matter what. At least that's my feeling. That's my thought.
Yeah, they absolutely. I mean, they're in a position to just kind of like, if you're going to pull something out, man, this is the game to do it. You know what I mean? But like going into the season, they were my preseason pick for division winners there. So I'm feeling at least okay about where they're sitting right now. They're playing fine. That's the thing, is it like they're not like, they had that 3-game win streak earlier in the year, and then ever since then they've kind of been like, it's been like win loss, just floating right at 500. So to turn that corner, they also have been pretty beat up. So some health would go a long way for the Carolina Panthers and just getting a few guys back in action. But they're really not as bad as people are giving them credit for. I don't even know if that's the right way to word that. That's really
it's just no, they're not like the Raiders or Browns level, but
yeah,
they are that whole, I can't even call them middle of the pack, that mid lower part, like from team 16 to team 24, they're in there. They're just right outside the playoff. Do I think they're a playoff team? They don't look like it, but they might sneak in. The problem is that when they are bad, it is very hapless. It's not like a good team's bad where you're like, okay, you're bad for a half, but they'll put together at least one quarter and make this a game.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the Monday night game at all?
Yeah, I did.
It's just like that early where it was like interception, fumble, intercept, like back and forth. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, that's what you get out of teams like this where it's kind of chaotic. But it's because of that could put them in games. I don't know if this will make any sense, but I don't know how it affects Stafford, like when you're playing at this level. But when a bad team is like never in position on defense, it kind of makes it harder.
Yeah.
Because you're reading something, you're like, all right, let's say you diagnose it perfectly. Like, all right, they're in cover 3. But then you got 3 guys that fuck up their location and they're in the random spots.
Yeah.
They can luck themselves in interceptions by playing the wrong defense. I don't know if that makes sense.
I used to say that all the time. It was like, I don't have any names or anything like that. It wouldn't make sense anyway if I did. But like, I used to talk about that playing Madden against like my younger nephews or like my sister or something like that. Somebody who doesn't understand the inner workings of football. Those are the hardest people to play in Madden, because like you can't game plan for them. They're just calling random plays. You can't set anything up. Like
chaos.
It's chaos. So difficult, dude. Like, it's so much harder to try to navigate through their defense when like you're like, normally any regular team would pull a cover 3 right here, but they're pulling an engage 8. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know.
You mean you're sending the house every play?
It's so hard. It's like goal line. We're at 3rd and 15 at the 50-yard line. Like, and then you get sacked. You know what I mean? Like, it's just harder to do. But yeah, so I get what you're saying there. But yeah, ultimately, man, this team, like that game last week against the Niners, it was what 20 to 9. Yeah, 9-20.
Yeah.
The Niners won that game. If Brock Purdy doesn't look like an absolute friggin' bummer out there, then that's like a 35-9 game. Brock Purdy
Oh,
absolutely
it
looked like
doesn't look.
trash.
It didn't look good
Um,
at all. It didn't
yeah,
look good at
and I'm
all.
sure it's just his toe injury still that he's just kind of still experiencing that. But they really just didn't look good in any capacity.
But in that case, and obviously, we got to talk to Niners fans. But if that's the case, Mac Jones is playing well. Like, why rush Purdy back? Are they? It's a different conversation.
It really is. Yeah.
But yeah, and this is what I'm talking about, where they had every opportunity. We know exactly who the 49ers are. They're going to put together games where under Robert Saleh, remember, we were worried about our second matchup where it's like, it doesn't matter, the injuries. It's a Robert Saleh defense. They can turn it up at a moment's notice. And this is what they can do to bad teams. Like, if our defense plays like it can and should, especially the way our corners have been stepping up, you can expect something like this. 1 of 7 on third downs.
Yeah.
They don't have a competent go-tos. Tedderell and McMillan's dropping balls. Their run game has gone away. Like the Rico Dowdle effect, the special sauce that he had, where he's running for like 200 yards a game, that's gone.
Yeah. Well, they're also just not trying it anymore. It's like, guys, what are you doing? He was your guy. Why is he getting 6 carries? Like, what happened?
Chuba came back and they paid him all that money. So you gotta feed your guy. That's like if Kyron went down and Corum was playing well. Kyron comes back after 4 weeks, like they're gonna get him the ball again.
Yeah, but I don't think that the difference would be that dramatic if it was the Rams. Like if Blake was on fire for like 5 games in a row and then Kyron came back, Blake would still be getting his touches.
Yeah, they've just gone completely away from it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
The fact this game only had 6 penalties is crazy to me. But yeah,
Well,
they're just not
there too, man. They got smoked in time of possession. The Rams haven't done well in time of possession the last few weeks. Last week it didn't really matter because a lot of that was second half and Bucks just trying to get it rolling. And then also we were just scoring so quick. And so, it's kind of funny. I was like, oh damn, we got wrecked in time of possession. It was like, oh, I mean, that's what happens when your touchdown drive is 3 plays, like so you're not holding the ball very long.
Yeah, don't get me started on what I told you off camera about the discourse regarding people trying to downplay Stafford's year. That goes into that as well.
You get more emotional about that than I don't care what people say about Stafford. Like if I open Twitter and somebody's like, Matthew Stafford's not MVP, I don't care. You're like, it's hey, screw you, buddy. Like,
well, so here's the thing.
I don't know.
It's when it's like just fans, you could tell the account is just a fan. It's fun to just go back and forth. It's like, oh hey, like I enjoy it,
but I get it.
Yeah. No. Not even like an engagement. It's just I look at it. I'm like, oh, that's funny. But when it's like one of those wannabe aggregate accounts or wannabe independent accounts where it's like, hey, 150,000 people have liked this. It's like, okay, pump the brakes. Like, what is this terrible propaganda? Because like you tried telling me maybe Twitter doesn't matter because there's only 50 voters at the end of the year for MVP. But unfortunately, it's been proven in the past. There's 2 or 3 at least voters who are chronically online and will fall for the dumbest narratives and then vote for something stupid. And that stuff matters. Like,
so he gets 45 votes instead of 48.
All right. All I'm saying is Drake May is worthy of second place votes. Like he absolutely is. Yeah. And all it takes is a handful of dummies with votes to be like, hey, you know what? I've been seeing a lot of junk online about these numbers that don't matter, but I got convinced by a troll on Twitter to flip my vote. I'm gonna give Drake May this first place vote, and then it's like I don't know, just something stupid.
I'll be completely honest. If somebody is able to get swayed by Twitter, and that's what sways their legitimate MVP vote, then they don't need to be voting.
Again, let me remind you one person. I don't have a problem with this guy, but just to remind you. Do you watch the Pat McAfee show? His buddy Tone Diggs that's on the show. He has an AP vote. Yeah. That's a guy who's just like you and me.
Yep.
Just saying.
But also, I don't think that he's one where it's like, oh, this one Twitter account made a good point. I'm going to vote for this person instead. Now, I just don't think that the very large majority are doing that, which obviously is good. But if any of them are, and that's a proven thing, I just don't think that they should get a vote.
Like I said, I should get a vote, but what do I know?
I should not get a vote. Look at what I'm sitting in front of right now. They'd be like, he's not impartial.
But here's the thing: is like everyone's a fan. But you can be impartial. Like, I've never once sat here and slammed on the table for Stafford for MVP despite his best years, even in Detroit, because it's like, you gotta win, you gotta be on the best team. That helps. You gotta do some stuff that's incredible, like 30-2.
Look at all of his best years. There is somebody that is like, you're like, oh well, it's like, yeah, Matthew's killing it, but like obviously that's the MVP. Like,
you got many years in there. You got Brady years in there. Like there's shit that you just can't get over, and it's kind of bad luck. But it is. Also, there's going to be a documentary on this.
There's 6 football games to play. I mean, anything can happen. You know what I mean? Like Jonathan Taylor could go 300 for the rest of the games. You know what I mean? Like Matthew Stafford could all of a sudden just forget what his own uniforms look like, and he's just throwing picks the rest of the season. So I mean, like there's games to go, so I mean, today the MVP is Matthew Stafford, no question about it. We'll see what happens by the time voting actually commences.
I would say you probably got 4 more games. If the Rams keep playing this way, if the Rams keep playing like, hey, we are the best team, and they stay hot, 4 more, let's say they win the next 4 games, they're 13-2, and they're probably coasting a little bit into the last 2 games, where maybe he's not even playing the last game. Normally, like an MVP is decided with a game or 2 left because of that reason. Like guys kind of taper off. He could throw 6 touchdowns this weekend.
True. And he's allowed to have a stinker and still be in there, because like all the other guys that are in the conversation have had stinkers. So
yeah, but then his stinkers were what, week 1 against what is a phenomenal Texans defense. A interception on the first drive against the Eagles where he still played well.
Was that Jacksonville where he only had like the 180? Well, he had a bunch of touchdowns that day, but like the yards just weren't there.
5 touchdowns. No,
we were getting like 20-yard fields. So
yeah, his real stinker was 2 weeks ago against Seattle. And what happened? He had low yardage, but 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. I'm sorry, that's his worst game.
True.
You're gonna point to that as like, and the conversations online that you're not seeing that I'm upset about is somehow people are doing mental gymnastics that his 1-yard touchdowns to Devontae are not that impressive. The hardest statistically play to execute from the 1. They're somehow saying that's not good.
Yeah, if people want to just shout to the world that they don't know ball, then I don't care, man. Like, let them. I don't care. That's like, all right, dude, that's a crazy person yelling in the corner of the street downtown. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you don't have to listen to those crazy people yelling obscenities in the subway. You know what I mean? Like, just who cares? Like, now they're just on Twitter. So I don't know.
But I ain't punched anyone all week, Joe. Like, you gotta let me have one person. Okay. Like, come on.
Fair enough.
Let's get back to Carolina. Speaking of quarterbacks, this is man, this is kind of what you get. When I was watching this game, I know all the jokes are played out about Bryce Young, but legitimately, like, did he lie on his birth certificate 10 years ago when he went to Alabama? Is he only 16 years old right now? Because he's small.
Yeah.
Like, Kyler Murray looks bigger than him.
I don't know about all that. I did,
because he's a little more muscular.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what I would pay big money for is to see them fight each other. That's for sure. That'd be awesome. But Bryce Young, yeah, I like Bryce. He doesn't really have like all the workings around him. Obviously, he's got Ted out there, but outside of that, man, it's just like, I mean, that's tough business, man. He doesn't have just the killer coaching staff. He doesn't have the killer weapons. He doesn't have a killer line. He doesn't have a killer run game. Like, I like Bryce Young, but he's sitting behind the 8 ball right now, trying to figure out how he can bank this thing and get a good shot off. So he's not playing great, but I mean, look at the situation he's in, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's also I don't think he's got anything that is, all pro like level elite. I don't think he does one thing that's incredible. I think he's very smart, but if you can't throw over the middle of the field, which is usually a problem for these guys who are a little bit smaller, if you can't do, I don't want to say, look at what Matthew Stafford does, but no, seriously, like being able to throw over the middle and challenge linebackers and safeties, that's a problem for your offense. And I think it shows up for a lot of these smaller guys. Him, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts, like it happens to all of them. One guy who is good though, I know I'm kind of hopping around here, just trying to touch on the Panthers and get your thoughts on this.
Absolutely.
JC Horn, 2 picks, their best defensive player. Yeah, I'm not sure what you saw from their defense. Your thoughts on this matchup? He'll probably match it with I'd say Devontae probably.
Yeah, I would imagine that JC will travel with Devontae. He's a sticky corner, man. I mean, he's having a solid year. He's really sticking on his guys. I mean, change of direction is really solid. The way he's just kind of reading out the plays is really he's playing fine, man. That defense really not terrible. JC is the guy that they typically put on the ones, and I fully do expect him to be traveling with Devontae this week. And I mean, he may win a few of those reps, man. I mean, he's a good player. So I don't want to just I mean, I feel like we're getting really confident right now as Rams fans. So I'm just trying to make sure that that's kind of honed in a little bit, that I mean, we're still playing NFL teams and NFL players. Like JC Horn is a damn good football player.
Yeah.
If he showed up to the Rams, man, I mean, we're fired up about it. So yeah, I mean, he's going to win some reps against Devontae, but overall I feel good about the matchup. But JC Horn is a really good corner.
Yeah, it's JC Horn was the one. I didn't really talk about it, but he was the one superstar that around the trade deadline that if the Rams sent their own first round pick for him, I would be elated. A JC Horn to the Rams at the trade deadline would be a larger impact than Sauce Gardner to the Colts.
Yeah, true.
I would say that. He's an incredible player. And we're hyping him up for you Rams fans, because I know a lot of us have not watched a Panthers game. Like, they're just never on TV outside of Monday Night Football when we're forced to watch them.
Yeah.
But no, JC Horn, incredible type of player, very fun, plays cornerback exactly how you want, very physical. Doesn't get a lot of tackles in the run game, at least not this last week. But you watch his ball skills, and it's scary. Like, he'll just pop up out of nowhere, even when you think he's beat. He's that athletic. He's very, very good. So if one person could stop those goal line fades or make it challenging like Witherspoon did 2 weeks ago, it'd be JC Horn.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I want to touch back on the offense there. Rams blitzed decent against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. So those numbers, I mean, Rams entered week 12 as the team that blitzed on the second fewest percentage. Now we're fifth lowest. So definitely ramped that up against Baker and Teddy Teddy Roosevelt of the Bucks. But yeah, I think that this is another one of those games where I think that we see that blitz percentage kind of stack up a little bit more, because Bryce Young is able to you can force him into bad decisions if you can just rush him a little bit. So I expect more blitzes this week as well. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. It's very similar to the offense. Remember we talked? Huh?
Sorry, Muad'Dib just said that Horn's out with a concussion. We're hyping this guy. He's not even going to play.
He might. I mean, concussion.
Wednesday morning.
Concussion. Yeah, concussion protocol can get cleared pretty quickly. Shula calls a defense with a game plan similar to McVay, where it's time and place, because he could easily. They don't care what they've done the previous week. They're going to alter things. They don't have pride. It's a week by week basis. As much as similar where I said Stafford might throw 6 touchdowns, he might throw it 6 times. Like, if their running game is just chunking away, they'll say fuck it and just keep running the ball. Same with the defense. If the front four is getting home and they're opening up and causing chaos, Shula would just be like, all right, I'll just call fire zone. I'll bring 3 and 4 all day, and you have no passing lanes, and we'll get interceptions like we have the last few weeks. So I think it just depends on how those first few drives go, how the Carolina offensive line is holding up, and what the game plan is that they come in with. Because if they come in heavy personnel heavy, if they go run heavy and try to establish that, maybe they don't blitz as much because they got to stay home. They don't want to shoot the wrong gap. But if they're coming out pass happy, then yeah, you're right. I think they'll just start sending guys, especially right up the middle, because you take away that middle, Bryce can't see anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is I was watching some videos of some film breakdown stuff, kind of things I just keep on in the background as I live life. But I was watching a video of the Rams defense, and the comment was that the Rams stunt a lot later than most teams, which I thought was really interesting.
Yes, you're still on my
Yeah.
film. Yeah. Yes,
That's
dude.
so
Keep
funny.
going. Keep going.
Yeah, but
Keep going.
there's like the way that they'll force the issue, get all the way, you're pushing or offensive linemen into the backfield, and then you're stunting off of it, and you're just creating so much chaos in the pocket. And the Rams are doing a really good job of that. So I would say that this week, I mean, we're kind of set up to pull that off a bunch of times. Like look for Byron Young rushing from the left side of the defense. And then once the, contacts being made in the pocket with DTs, trying to push back guards, that's when Byron Young's going to swoop in and try to just, he's going to show up right in the face of Bryce Young. And I fully expect that we're going to see that. This could be one of those really big sack games for the Rams.
You're absolutely right. The lateness is my favorite part, especially from the guy on the right side.
Oh,
So 2 quick notes on this. So you are right. They stunt late, and Kobe Turner is like, every time you pop on the film, like if you have access to the NFL Plus, the All 22, just go watch Kobe Turner reps, because he'll engage with his guy for like a good second, and then all of a sudden he's crashing into 2 other guys, and then Verse is free or Fisk is free. And it's very impressive. It's patient. And that is what, when you hear the commentators and the experts talk about how good this front is, that is one reason why. Like they just trust each other. They're not in a rush. They know their game plan works, but it only works because the back end. For as much as everyone was questioning the Rams secondary, that patience only works when the cornerbacks are holding up as they need to. Like it goes back and forth. The secondary is good because the front line's getting pressure. The front line's getting pressure because the secondary isn't getting beat right off the bat. And it's just all working very, very well.
Absolutely. And that guy on the left right there, because first of all, guy on the right, on fire right now. And he's like purposely taking away like 3 dudes as far as blocks go, and then letting other guys run free. So like, he's not, I mean, he got the stats last week, but he's been, just like eating it up for other people, which is good. And then Emmanuel Forbes, man, I talked about it on Monday. I was so glad that I said it on Monday morning. You can fight me if you need to, man. But Emmanuel Forbes is playing like one of the best corners in the league. And then all day long, all the other shows, Dan Patrick, Colin Coward, Pat Mack, everybody was like, Forbes is crazy. And it was like, hell yeah, dude. I was so fired up about that. Man. It's like, it's about damn time. I'm so thrilled for him, dude. Like, who tweeted that? I think it was Cam Curl that tweeted it. He was just like, I'm so pumped for one. Like, and it's like, hell yeah, man. Like, everybody's like, hell yeah, dude. Emmanuel Forbes, we were getting hype in July from Sean McVay talking about like Emmanuel Forbes is doing really good things. He's, and so, and everybody's like, okay, we'll see. And it's like, no, dude, Sean McVay only talks about guys like that in January or July. I mean, when it's legitimately like they're gonna pop off. It's like I tell people all the time, man, when you get those keys in our press conferences, Sean McVay will show his hand whether he knows it or not. And we saw this coming from Emmanuel Forbes based on Sean McVay's comments in the summer.
And you know who was on the ground reporting from camp that called this shit about the whole secondary and Forbes?
Probably somebody pretty cool.
Who was that? Who was calling this shit? Who was calling this in August, Joe? Me.
Probably somebody cool.
Emmanuel Forbes looked me in my eyes and said he was going to play well, and I believed him. I was like, all right.
You had to.
I believe you, Emmanuel. No, he super humble guy. Like just his approach into the season, talking about like, I just want to work hard and earn my way on the field. And the confidence they built in him. And it was those reps that he had against Tay in camp where I was like, yeah, he's got so much talent. Like, I don't care about how big he is. He's so good at football.
He's doing an unbelievable job, man. He's truly playing like maybe the best corner in the league right now. I mean, he's shutting people down, man. I'm really excited to see us play more wide receivers, like real top wide receivers this year. As you know, we do have some good matchups coming up later with like we'll have a Monroe coming to town and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see what he does against these guys, man. But we rolling tomorrow or Friday?
I say we roll tomorrow, baby. So we do a little Thanksgiving fun.
Yeah, let's do it, dude. I'm down for
7 a.m. is in question because I don't know what time you got to get started, but we'll talk about time and we'll announce it. But tomorrow for sure. Yeah, because it's
all right.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We'll get a good long weekend in here. We got some Friday football as well. Obviously, we got action tomorrow, but Friday football. I'm more worried about the Texas A&M Texas game myself, but it's gonna be good times. All right, what are we listing as we fade off here, man?
I don't know. I picked it last time. You picked
Did
something.
You?
Yeah.
I think I picked last time. I'll be honest. Let's see here. Let's just go Rams Panthers moments all time.
Oh fuck! Off the top of my head,
Yeah.
not trading for Brian Burns. That's an all-time moment.
Nice. I'm gonna go when it doesn't start good, but it ends good. When Sam Bradford got pushed down and tore his ACL in Carolina, Harvey Dahl came up and was about to just beat the hell out of every Panther, and I loved that. He had his back, and that was cool. Harvey Dahl.
Sam Bradford. All-time moments. It sucked, but I think Cam Newton got sacked. I think we sacked Cam Newton like 4 or 5 times one game. End up losing, but I just remember him getting sacked like 5 times. The Aaron Donald jumping and headbutt. It should have been a penalty.
Crazy. Probably.
But, yeah.
Ooh, outside of that, damn, I might be out of them. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. I picked a very difficult one. I'm sorry.
We'll make more memories
this Sunday.
We'll make more memories this Sunday. Time we'll announce it online. I don't know about 7, maybe an hour later or so. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll see.